Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so it's a little bit darker today. I don't know if anybody was able to attend the stream with Walking Keys for his birthday last night. That was a lot of fun. I had the lights going, so I figured I'd keep them on now. And this is as dark as the room's gonna get, at least for today, because I cannot. Well, I'd have to get some kind of blackout curtains for that area over there. So let me see where we are at. I want to say good morning to all of you. And sorry, I just want to get the comments up here so I can see them in a different account. Oopsies. Okay, it's all good. Don't worry, I won't put it on stream. I won't put it up there. You know who I'm talking to. All right. So, good morning, Andrew Johnston. How are you? Dice 12, let's go. What's going on, Stever? Good to see you here. Loved your breakdown of the white paper. It's great, man. I'm just super pumped. Icy Flow's in the house. Luthien is here. What's going on, Luthien? Good to see you too. Let's see. We got Liberty Guy off the grid. So I guess I should have streamed a little bit later because I probably won't be able to go until after the. Oh wait. Chatter just said something. I won't be able to go until after the maintenance stream. You know, my Discord is acting up, so I will not be able to see what Chatter said. Can somebody, I get the notifications, but for some reason my Discord is being super weird right now. All right, well, hopefully it'll be something interesting. I can just check it out later. But good morning, folks. Dice12 says, Matt has me pumped for land all over again. Yeah, it should be good, man. It should be good. I'm really hopeful that it's not going to take the full quarter. Well, actually, you know what's really exciting? If you look at the roadmap was going until like May 23rd. So technically, the way that they're planning out this quarter is maybe they're trying to get land out by like May 23rd, like the age of the Minotaur, rather than like the end of June, which could be really exciting if you think about it. Because that's like 2 months away, less than 2 months away. It's 10 weeks, right? They want to do like these 5 2-week sprints. So yeah, that's super cool. Howdy Benson, nice stream last night. Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun. I was not feeling well at all. I mean, I was like sniffling and sneezing and all this. Like, it was, I don't know where this came from, but I just picked up something. Probably due to the colder weather and me treating it like a Chicagoan rather than actually bundling up. But ultimately, yeah, it was a struggle. I had a ton of fun, but I was like, by the end, I was like, I just want to go to sleep. But I'm glad you had a good time. What are you guys saying? Hey, I see a little interesting video, Steve, on EMP. Indeed. I wonder, I haven't checked in on EMP to see what they're up to lately. Infinite Money Loop. Chatter TD closed. Oh, closed beta today. Okay, cool. Well, we knew that was coming. I guess they needed to do a post. We haven't heard anything about the dev diaries, so hopefully that will continue up now that beta is going. So, good morning, Chuny. Good morning, neighbor. Do you know a way to see what specific plot we own? Also, who owns what region? Area 51 is the place to be. Okay, so I want to know who my specific neighbors are. So I don't know if you were on yesterday's stream, but I did claim my land plots. And you can see here that I own, I don't know how I can see everybody else's in the region. That would be awesome. But I own 51 through 3 and then 46 through 48. Now, I don't know who else is in 51.3, but I would love to know who else is in my tract, because we're going to be working together to level up our keep once that goes live. So you'll be like my immediate neighbors. And then obviously everybody else who's in 51, we're going to be working on that region castle together. But I'm trying to see here. Oh, never mind. My Discord's being weird. Still can't get in. But Virus had sent me a message yesterday that he gave me like a list of folks, and then I think it wasn't on Discord. It was on YouTube, I think. Hold on, let me go and check the comments here. Oh no, never mind. I'm lost right now. It was on YouTube. It was on Twitter. That's where it was. Because I posted on Twitter where I was, and I wanted to like meet my neighbors. So some folks mentioned that they were close by. So Darkness Zioli is in track 7. Awesome. Let me go further down here. Someone's waiting for a spot. Oh, Stacking Gems is here too. This is on Twitter, right? So Trevor Streaks is Area 51 Tract 8. Hold on, there was somebody who was like literally right next to me. Liverpool fan is in 51.7. That's cool. Swole.btc. Dahota is 51.3 and then 81 through 96. So Dahota owns 15 plots in our tract. So what up, DJ? Go DJ. Go DJ. Wait. Why am I struggling to find this? I literally just responded to someone this morning. Oh, Wing. I think this is D-Tough. So Wing is my literal neighbor. They're at 51.345. So that's awesome. Because I'm at 46 through 48. So I want to know who's 45. I mean, I know who's 45. I want to know who's 49. Who's on the other side. You know what sucks about this though? Is that like we're all like hardcore players in the game. So if I ever wanted to expand and like buy plots 45, plot 49, 50, I have a feeling I'd have to like pay you a lot. You're not gonna sell it to me if I want to expand my reach and my empire. All right, so let's see here. Liberty Guy off the grid. Did you claim last night? Where's your plot? Actually, hold on. I want to see if people can people still join us, because we claimed about 400 to 500 plots last night as a group, which is pretty awesome. Oh wow! Did somebody claim the tract? Oh, somebody must have claimed the region last night for 52. No, never mind. Oh yeah, maybe. But we're already in region 53 for plots. Oh damn, that sucks. Sorry. Yes, you're area 51 as well. Oh yeah, we're not gonna call it region 51. We're in area 51. Conspiracies, aliens, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna have fun. Ooh, Icy Flow's close by. Icy Flow, you're close enough for me to run and get some sugar from. Sugar, salt, whatever it is, for our baking needs when we make our, what is it? Oh, furious chicken sandwiches. Morning, Aaron Kennedy. Track 3, plot 32 to 33. You're close by. I'll swing by and say hello. Splinterlands has created new addresses. What does that mean? Splinterlands has created new addresses. Looks like I'm next. Oh, you're in 49. All right, so I'm next to Chuny and I'm next to DTF, I think. Oh, that's awesome. No one sell your plots in track 3. Let's work together. Indeed. Oh yeah. Well, this is exactly why I wanted to claim together, because it's gonna be. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have fun. I know all of you guys are like committed to the game. You stayed during the bear, so we're gonna rage during the bull. All right. Have you thought about a group survey to get minimums? How is that gonna work, Stever? I actually don't understand this. I know what's his name. Dwayne was on last night's stream talking about, I don't know if it's this specific thing, but he was talking about like claiming now versus claiming later. I don't know how the whole survey thing is going to work. Like, isn't stuff already guaranteed? Like the castle and the keep is somewhere because we're your neighbors. Everyone getting them now. Yeah, JB, we were on Walking Keys' stream last night. I mean, I put a stream. I scheduled a stream on here, and I was just streaming from my phone so that people who aren't following their channel, which if you're not following their channel, subscribe. You should check it out. But I was on live too for a little bit last night when we were claiming. So I'm sorry it wasn't during one of the usual times, but yeah, we are in. Whoever gets the key, please keep taxes low. I mean, I think taxes are already predetermined. So, and Stargate, you are 70 to 79. Nice. In track 3, let's go. Man, there's somebody right in between you and Dahota, because he has 81 to 96 and you have 70 to 79. Somebody got that 80 spot and is all by themselves. Living next to Chuny, he's gonna be coming over to Bar Salt all the time. I think I'm saltier than Chuny. I'm gonna need to go over there and get some salt. Chuny's, well, it'll be fun. Chuny is a fellow Bitcoin Mac dude. Chuny, are you following what's going on with the bet that Balaji Srinivasan has made? I mean, it's fascinating. I will tell you this. I have been smash buying Bitcoin the last couple of days because I'm just nervous is all I'll say. I'm just nervous. This is not financial advice. I'm just saying that it's not even about the investment anymore. It's just about protecting capital in a decentralized manner. And Bitcoin to me represents that. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know what to think, but I'm following this religiously. Again, I don't think it's the tweet. I don't think it's the actual bet that matters. I think it's the idea of like, how deep does this rabbit hole go? How bad is not necessarily contagion, but how bad is the problem? And how much is the government going to have to print to save it? Or how much are they going to let it collapse and then kind of shake the foundation, shake the confidence in the system? I feel like either way, Bitcoin looks good. Bitcoin looks real good. One of my guildmates is 51.3. Oh, perfect. So they are the neighbors then of Stargate, aka Joe, and DJ. Oh man, this is gonna be super fun. Getting to know all of our neighbors. I would love to get an idea because I don't know when it's going to be available in game. But I would love to know. I would love to get like a spreadsheet or something of like where everybody is, specifically in track 3, and then obviously we can open it up to the region too. Dice fell from blasting loud music. Hope you like metal. I don't listen to metal, but I like all kinds of music. I just don't listen to metal as much. But I used to play shows with a metal drummer, so I know it's fun. Everyone smash like oh, thank you, Luthien. Appreciate it. Luthien, how are you feeling these days? I hope all is well on your end. Heck yeah, 1,090 days. Saw your tweet. Okay, so you're following. It's interesting, man. I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy. But buy whales are doing this, are hodling the same. Oh, BTC whales are hodling do the same. Yeah, I mean, so I'll be honest. Just very honest with you guys. Silicon Valley Bank was a top 20 bank. It made me nervous. And, I have a couple of bank accounts and I felt nervous with one of like the smaller banks. And so I actually moved capital out to a larger bank, right? Just because, again, part of it was like, do I diversify or do I like put it in, a bank that's quote unquote too big to fail? But, am I part of the problem then? Maybe. But you know what? I got screwed with Celsius. I almost got screwed with BlockFi. I know people who got screwed with FTX. Like, it's not fun. And the whole reason why I'm in crypto is because I believe in like the sovereignty of your own like money, your own capital. So I don't know. To me, it's better to be safe than sorry. That's just all. I'll leave it at that. All right, feels like we need a region Discord. Oh, region Discord. Yeah, we should. An Area 51 Discord. Let's do it. Gather the Magic is in 51,725. Did somebody claim tracks last night? I want to know if anybody claimed tracks, because we moved through a bunch. So I'm just curious if like somebody's going to own like a ton of land in the region. Put it in a credit union. Large banks have derivative exposure. You want to avoid that. Dude, isn't it crazy? To me, it's absolutely insane that Silicon Valley Bank and a lot of these other banks, like they essentially invested in quote unquote the safest investments you can make, right? Government debt, treasuries. And they're underwater now because of the fact that the Fed has been raising interest rates. Like, to me, that's just like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. And it is very unnerving, to say the least. I mean, I wake up every morning, like just immediately jumping on Twitter and being like, what's the latest news? Again, it's going to take like one major bank, one major thing to like, shake everybody's confidence, or just like wake everybody up. And let me put it this way. Like, I know I'm speaking about it somewhat lightheartedly, but I don't want this to happen, right? It's not that I want the financial meltdown. It's, in fact, I think it'd be really, really bad. And I personally am concerned or scared for like safety and health of everyone. If like, there's civil unrest, it just gets crazy. People are like, where's my money? There's lining up runs on the banks. Like, I don't think that is going to be a good thing for society, right? Like, it just, especially like not now, like tensions are just weird. There's so much divisiveness in the US as it is already. I don't know. To me, it's like, we don't need that. And the problem is that just because we don't need it doesn't mean we're not going to get it. Like, nobody looked at like the pandemic and was like, yeah, we could use that right now, right? It's just, it happened to us. And part of my concern is the fact that this may happen to us too. It may be too big to solve with an easy fix. And that's why I get worried. It seems inflation is really influencing the value of BTC more than ever. It's been talked about a lot. But this time the fear of inflation is adding value to BTC. No regrets is all over it too. Interesting. You know what one of the biggest paradigm shifts for me was with Bitcoin? Oh, let me take a sip. The store of value narrative is like, I kept hearing it, and you'll keep hearing people say today, like store of value, store of value, store of value. But when you think about it, it's just like, well, Bitcoin could go to $1 million. But what will $1 million be worth at that point, right? Like, if everything's just inflating like crazy. So part of it is like, well, okay, if you want to keep your purchasing power, then you would just store it in Bitcoin. And part of, again, part of the things that was like a paradigm shift for me was the fact that somebody was just like, Bitcoin isn't some crazy risky investment, right? It's not this highly volatile or whatever. It is not appreciating in value as an asset. The dollar is depreciating in value next to Bitcoin, right? And you think about when Bitcoin was launched 2009, all the money printing that happened there, the dollar has depreciated Bitcoin, where Bitcoin used to be, a dollar would buy you hundreds of Bitcoins when Bitcoin was under a penny, right? Whereas now a dollar will barely buy you any Satoshis. So it's not that Bitcoin has this crazy use case and utility, whatever. It's literally a store of value, and it is the dollar that is depreciating when sitting next to Bitcoin. And then you could think about that with literally any other hard asset, right? You could think about it with stocks, you could think about it with real estate, with gold to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is the hardest asset. It felt like tracks 4, 5, and 6 got grabbed during the stream. Yeah, so they were grabbed, but I don't know if they were grabbed by individuals. And from what I've seen, people who had individual plots, nobody has said I'm in track 4, 5, or 6. I've seen track 3 and I've seen track 7. So I'm guessing that there might have been some folks with tracks last night that jumped in. So I just want to know who they were, just so I can say, hey, neighbor. I wonder if someone claimed tracks 3 to 6 in region. Well, nobody claimed track 3 because we're in there, so that's individual plots. But I think 4 to 6 were. SVB invested in a lot of risky startup projects. I know, but that's not what put them under Gathering the Magic. It is the fact that they bought government debt or treasuries, And when the government or when the Fed started raising interest rates, the value of those treasuries went down, right? Because the yield goes up, so the value therefore goes down. So they were sitting on paper losses, unrealized losses, until there was an actual run on the bank. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, if we have to sell these, we don't have enough to cover our deposits. Large banks have duration exposure, but hedge it well. SVB did not do that. The Fed will not let this game end. Always be bailouts. Stay at the larger banks if you are worried. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process too, which kind of, we're all about decentralization. So this could be an interesting move where, again, there's no financial meltdown. It's not the end of the world, but it ends up being a centralizing movement, right? Or centralizing force that closes down a lot of the smaller banks and pushes everybody to the JP Morgans or the Chases, the Wells Fargo, the Bank of America, right? Like it could centralize a lot of like the banking in America, which again will have its own inherent, think of it what you want. Watch Credit Suisse. Now they got absorbed by the number one. There's another one. Like that's even outside of the US, right? They got absorbed by another bank. So again, it's not that the banking system might fail, but like if it's just, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, I know we're going like tinfoil hat, but like this is where I live now. this is like I'm in this stuff day in and day out, and I'm just like too much of it is just weird to not think that something strange is happening. So I appreciate y'all jumping into the conversation with me on that. We're supposed to be talking about gaming. This is supposed to be like a fun gaming channel, yet here we are. We talk, especially when like Darkest Night is on, and we're just talking like crazy conspiracy theories and governments and finances and all that. So I just want to say once again, genuinely, sincerely appreciate the types of conversations we get to have here, whether it ranges from gaming to conspiracy theories to finances to food and diets. We've talked about the most random ass things on here, and it's been fantastic. Larger banks are the ones that have the most derivative risk. They will go down first. Up. BofA went bankrupt last year, and it is going through restructuring. This is kept quiet to avoid bank runs. Interesting. Well, that is not great. Dwayne, I know, has a few tracks. Oh, did he claim his tracks yesterday? Yeah, I only heard him say 15 plots. So, the surviving larger banks from 2008 run matched books for derivatives and hedge. Well, they're also the ones that get to buy the failed banks and get bigger. They are safer. Yep. Watch the big push now for FedCoin. There's a lot of CBDC talk. There's a lot of CBDC talk. So, you have to remember that this is part of the Great Reset. They want to destabilize banks, food production, energy. When banks fail, that's when they bring CBDC currency and UBI to control the masses. Liberty got I'm all there with you, right? I mean, again, I'm not saying that I buy all of it, but I definitely pay attention to where this stuff is heading. Conspiracy theory equals connecting the dots. Again, a great channel for this, which I was following for crypto content, but they've done a phenomenal job of just covering larger topics, is Coin Bureau. I think they're one of the best channels out there. So yes, go follow Coin Bureau. They don't even monetize their channel, which is amazing. I mean, they're just putting out free stuff, which is free information, educational content. I find that to be incredible for them. So I'm at 194,000. I'm wondering if I should find a way to get 850 more SPS so I can go with, I can get 195 copies. What do y'all think? Is it worth it? Should I find a way to move stuff around? We got maybe half an hour or so. How many Vruzes are y'all trying to get? Now, here's the problem. I'm not I need 220 in order to get a max for gold one. And I honestly think that is the best. You want to get him maxed for gold or to level 8. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Guys, I really don't know what to do. We'll see. All right, conspiracy theories connecting the dots. CBDCs of the Great Reset will be used to replace existing devalued fiat. Also, the big banks are taking over DeFi like Borg. They love the fees in DeFi. Yeah, again, see, Chuny, it's interesting. We need to have a conversation. Hey, you went on the People's Guild podcast, which I love that episode. How come you never jump on here, man? We should have like a Bitcoin maxi stream sometime. Because I think you know way more about this stuff than I do. I've been casually following it and I'm learning more and more and going deeper down the rabbit hole. But I would love to have a conversation with you because you seem to be much more in depth with it. This is why I opted out of the B system more than 10 years ago. Liberty guy off the grid. I mean, username checks out. Brian, we'll have to sound. What cards are you going to stake into your plot? You know, I don't know yet. I haven't bought them yet. You can see here because let's see. I'm probably going to use reward cards, but I barely even have. I don't think I even have a single max common reward card that I can use for this. Oh, I guess I can use a bunch of Pellicor bandits. I forgot that I bought all these guys. Can I do? I want to filter out Soulbound. But you can see here, like I don't have enough of these like regular foil ones, and then the gold foil ones. I play with the gold foil ones because I have maxed gold foils. But I like playing with those. Although I wonder maybe they'll be better on land. You get double the bonus. So maybe I'll just swap them out. But the main reason why I don't have the cards just yet is because I'm waiting to see what I uncover. I want to go for as many boosts as possible. I only have 3 lands, so it's like if I'm going to put my capital somewhere, I'm going to put it towards like maximizing the plots, right? So I would say that depending on what I get, I'll probably go and buy those monsters, off the market. And we can see here, I think they're still relatively cheap. Yeah, they're still going for like a penny, right? So it's like for most splinters, there'll be an option for me to grab a card at a penny, right? Life is going to be the only difficult one because there's no new reward common card. It's just Pellicor Conjurer, but again, that's like 2 cents, so it's not too terrible. I mean, I could see see how expensive it is to get like one of the rares and then increase. Actually, hold on. I want to just do some quick math. So 0.02 times 400 is $8. 0.05 times 115 is $5.75. It's actually cheaper to go with the rares right now if you need a life card specifically. And then epic 0.19 times 46, $8.74. Oh yeah, Jared Scar is going to be expensive because that's actually a solid card. Vilson, what up? Is Vruz live? No, Vruz is not live yet. We're waiting until after maintenance is done. Coin Bureau is a great channel. Indeed. Guy is great as well. Dude, I remember the first time I watched it and I was just like, what am I watching? Because he was still doing the funny intros back then where he would do like a poem or a limerick that rhymed. And like, I was just like, what? Like this, like, what? This is so weird. Because it's like a professional channel. He's like wearing a suit sometimes and all that. But then he's like jumping into like, and now I miss it because I saw him in a recent like interview or whatever. He's like, yeah, we kind of phased that out because it was just taking too much creative effort before each video. And it's like, I love the fact that they pump out stuff so often. So it's like, you know what? I don't need the poems if it means you can get more videos out and you don't need to do, that's not going to be the bottleneck. Luthien saying, I just aped into a bunch of SPS for more Vruz. I did a what's that called? Lore song for Vruz. So that should be coming out hopefully sometime this week once Vruz is out and in the wild. Unstaked some SPS yesterday and got another 700 plus vouchers. Happy with 9 Vruz. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna move things around because to me, Vruz isn't necessarily going to be like a major or whatever. I want to make sure at least I have a max gold copy, and with 194, I should get 7 gold foils actually. So, all right, done. We sell the 7 gold foils and then we go and buy regular foil because you know me, we ain't fancy like that. We're okay living with the non-shiny. I've been selling quite a bit of SPS into this pump, just saying. Really? What? Why are you selling? I've been buying. I'm so curious to know. Wait, hold on. See, Vet, you just sent me a message too. Hold on. See, this is my Discord's being so weird. I can get the notifications, but I can't open it. Oh, okay. I will figure that out later. 40 Vruz for you. I can only get 11 copies. Well, you get there, man. There'll be some on the... Oh, looks like the maintenance thing just came around. 30 minutes. Oh, shoot. So if I want to get more SPS, I got to do it like ASAP. Liverpool fan, how's it going? I'm doing well. How are you? Brantalk, dude, Brantalk, it was fun to chat last night. And yes, I know we need to get like a Texas thing going here. I know that there's some folks here in Houston. Obviously, you're in Dallas. There's some other folks in Dallas. We gotta make something happen. Are you down to go to Austin? Actually, I mean, I like Austin. I was just there, but Austin's just got a different vibe, and it's super crowded. I mean, I was there for a conference, so I guess that's what's gonna happen. Remember, you don't have to stake 10k DEC per monster. You can use less. Use whatever you can afford. Remember, you don't have to stake 10k DEC per monster. You can use less. Oh, that's true. Oh, wait, no, but I got my Rooney, so I'm not gonna have to stake 10k at all. That was one of the biggest things, man. That was one of the biggest things. So that's literally, those two Rooney are gonna save me 100,000 DEC. So that's kind of nice. And then if I want to throw Holy Auto Tuna into the mix, because I got that third plot now, and I don't think I want to buy a Rooney. So I feel bad benching Holy Auto Tuna and just throwing him to work on land. But part of me is like, well, I want to get those land benefits when they go live. So yeah, I put most of my SPS into nodes. So my 20k SPS isn't going to cut it for the promo. Gotcha. Caldego. I don't know who that is. Best PP to DEC ratio are gold foil legendaries or alpha beta. Okay. Good to know. I don't got money for alpha gold or alpha beta or gold foil legendaries. So I'm gonna stick with something simple. Players are going for Vruz like it's a neutral. I plan to get a level 5, but other promos are coming out, so there'll be more options. Yeah, the margin's gonna be good. The thing is, since I play in gold, right? Or actually, I play in diamond now. I want to get at least a max gold copy, so I'm not getting dinged on the rewards. And then also at the level 2 damage at level 8 is the difference maker for me. Because before that, it's like 2 damage for 1 mana. Yeah, he's super fast. He has Martyr. That's fine. But 2 damage for 2 mana, you know you're going to get a hit in. I don't know. I like it. Trying to insert the maximum amount of PP slowly into my land as to not break it. That's the way to go, Alex. But, you know, some people are going to rush faster than you. And, you know, they'll probably enjoy it. He's selling because everyone is buying. Smart move. But, you know, to me, SPS hasn't pumped that much. I mean, granted, I'm not saying that, you know, from a percentage standpoint, sure, you're absolutely right. SPS is up. What, from 2.5 cents to 3 cents? What is that? 20% gain. So I suppose you are on to something. But, you know, my hope, and this is not a prediction, but my hope is that if we can start to get the flywheel going, there's enough DEC. I would love to see like SPS reach, I don't know, 10 cents, right? Again, I don't think that we're going to the moon, but it's crazy because 10 cents would literally be like a 3 to 4x. It would be a 3 to 4x and we'd still be 90% down from the all-time high. So that's kind of like, again, just a benchmark where I'm like, oh, it'd be nice for us to do some like X's in SPS once the flywheel kicks off. Will it happen this year? I don't know. I'm hoping so because land is being implemented this year, but it could be something that happens, you know, 2 years from now once we have to wait for the actually, So there's several times. It could happen when land phase 1 actually rolls out. It could happen if there's like major things for rebellion, right? Major benefits for staking SPS when it comes to rebellion. It could happen, I guess next year nothing's going to happen aside from the Bitcoin halving. I mean, the Bitcoin halving happens, but like things don't really take off until like 6 to 18 months later. I will have to buy 198 BCX of Vruz. Oh, that's not bad. First comment didn't show up. Tower defense beta. Oh, it's live now. Soul Keep. Wait, is it in the game? Oh, you know what? I think it takes you to a different place, right? It's like soulkeep.io or something like that, or splenones.soulkeep.io, but they're probably going to add the icon in after maintenance, is my guess. I'm down for anywhere in Texas or a neighboring state. Let's go. Sell on the pumps, buy on the dips. May come over every once in a while to borrow a cup of Rooney. Chooney for sure. Vruz is going to be awesome for Thorns rule sets. Can you go over again the value of time crystals, please? Wait, hold on. Why is it going to be good for Thorns rule sets? All right, so Chooney, go over the value of time crystals. All right, so let's open this up. There will be, starting off, a requirement to clear your plots, right? So in this time, you will need to clear out 1.5 million PP at the minimum, right? If you get a common land that's just natural, it's 1.5 million PP. And in this time, you will not earn anything, and you'll have to pay to feed your monsters. So I don't know how much that's going to cost. I think somebody was already doing the math. Oh, actually, no. Somebody already did the math. Hold up. This would be worth looking at, right? So, because grain, this will be phenomenal. All right. So grain will be produced, but grain is consumed. Grain is consumed at 0.01 per PP, right? Yes. Perfect. Okay, so here's the math for you. Here is the math. Where were we? Time crystals. Okay. No, not that. Clearing. Okay, so you will need to spend on your monsters. You will not be earning, but you will need to spend for grain 0.01 times the 1.5 million, right? Which means you're going to have to spend for 15,000 grain just to get started before you start earning anything. Now, that 15,000 grain, nobody's going to be selling grain yet. So at the very beginning, you may have to buy it from the store for 1 DEC. So that means you'll be spending 15,000 DEC, and you'll be having to take the time that it takes those monsters to work through the 1.5 million. So time crystals are literally a no-brainer right now because you can buy them for 10,000 DEC or 10,000 DECB, meaning you can get them for like 10 or 8,000 DEC. So that's literally half the cost, and then you save the time. So you're paying half the value right now, and you're paying half the value, and you're saving all that time. So unless you don't care and you don't want to put up the upfront cost now and you don't mind, I don't know. To me, it's a no-brainer when it comes to time crystals. It might be too hard, but Matt said if you survey 100, then the percent chance turns into your minimum. So track surveyed at once, you get 1 legendary for epic and 20. I mean, we should try to find everybody who's in track 3, and we can do some. We can have a survey party. Actually, I'll be honest. I think I want to be ready to survey by next Monday or next Tuesday stream. So if you want to survey with me, that is the game plan right now. Assuming everything comes out, I want to go through and make sure that I have time crystals and building in a box and all of that ready to go so that I can survey next week. Mainly because the reason I want to survey early, and I know there's probably like some benefits to surveying later, but the reason I want to survey early is because I want to go and start acquiring the monsters that I need for land, right? And I think once people start to survey, they'll start to go and pick and choose the monsters that have the cheapest whatever, right? And that may still take some time, but I just, I just want to be able to get started on it. Great time to buy Forge to pick up crates, bags for Splinter Forge. There you go. Forge, yeah, Forge is definitely lower right now. Or if you claim in small groups, it is doing those dice rolls on each. Ah, okay. So, well, everybody who's in track 3, let me know if you're interested in doing something next week. Best way to accumulate SPS is via the LPs, in my opinion. Aggie said he was going to mine SPS with his plots as a first choice. I think they were trying to get SPS up indirectly. Example given, lots of DEC sinks being created. All right, I mean, I'll tell you this right now. This is no secret, but like the team, just like everybody else, wants SPS to move, right? Like it's just that is going to be the best kind of marketing for the game. And it is going to be the healthiest thing for the ecosystem. All of us here would feel so vindicated for sticking it out through the bear market. All of the people who left are going to feel super salty because of the fact that they left, right? Well, if SPS were to jump to like 25 cents, 50 cents, right? So yeah, there is it in no way is that not part of the game plan for the team. They want SPS to move, but again, not just SPS, they want asset prices across the board. So this is what I'm saying, where it's just like Rebellion to me, the release date for Rebellion seems like it's just up in the air because they're going to try and push as many syncs, as many cool things out with Land Phase 1.5, maybe even Land Phase 2. Like, keep in mind, there is a chance, especially if we get this mini set that comes in, there is a chance that Land Phase 2 comes before Rebellion. What would that mean? Because that would bring in a whole bunch of new syncs, a whole bunch of new opportunities, and we're not getting the new card set yet. I don't know, man. That could be interesting. I think time crystals are 10,000 PP. Yep, there you go. Each time crystal token will be 10,000 PP. I believe you get 150, so that's 1.5 million PP. It's good for thorns because it will kill. Oh, yeah, you're right. Triggering the martyr ability. Interesting. Okay. Actually, that you're absolutely right. Thorns rule sets will be phenomenal for it because then you could place it anywhere in the thing knowing that it'll die. Oh, nice strategy there, Alex. Nice strategy. Have a good morning, everyone. Got to get some work done. See you later, Liberty Guy. We are in the same. Let's go. Can we use a 15K grain now from building in a box package or use that in grain? We don't get 15K grain in the building in a box. Unless I missed something again majorly. So you get a single land plot without having to pay any DEC or resources, which would normally require to begin construction of a building. So we can't build any buildings until we clear the plot. So the building in a box is essential too because it comes with a power source. Now you could pay 5K separately for the power source, but I personally think that paying 5K for the power source and then 5K to get a building on your land immediately, like unless they make your first building 5,000 DEC when Land Phase 2 comes out, then at that point it's like, well, it's not worth it in the sense where I guess there's a opportunity cost, right? Because it's like 5,000 for that, 5,000 for the power source means you're spending 10,000 regardless. But I feel like it's going to be worth more than the 10,000, or it'll be worth more than 5,000. I would imagine a starter building is going to be like 10K, similar to a guild. So right now it's like you can pay 10K and get 15K worth of stuff from the get-go, and you save time. Actually, I don't know if you save time. Oh, to begin construction. No, so you don't save time, but you do get all the resources. And keep in mind, here's the thing: buildings on land may require not DEC to level up, but other resources in the game, and that could be very scarce when it first comes out. So it's like if you need wood, for example, to start, building stuff, you'll have to buy it off of other people that can start producing. I am down to survey as well. Let's go. Never gotten Splitter Forge, mostly because of time. Yeah, I mean, I played it a couple times. Again, it's a cool game. I love what the Splitter Forge team is doing. I just haven't jumped into it fully. Going for 900. Going for 900 what, Tom? I forgot what I was talking about. When a Splinter Forge can recover or not. Um, I don't know. I would love to see the tokenomics. I would love to see a white paper for Forge. That's honestly one of the major reasons that I just haven't bothered with it. Again, I'm not hating on the project, but I don't invest time or money into something that I don't fully understand. So I genuinely wish them all the best. I genuinely wish them all the best, but I'd want to see a little bit more information before I jump into it. Oh my gosh, Chuni, you are right. Hold up, I'm gonna jump down here. So Chuni says I was wrong. The time crystal package gives you 15k grain. So, holy crap! So this gives you so much value. It's gonna give you 1.5 million PP worth of time reduction. Plus, you get to start off with 15,000 grain tokens. So for 10,000 DEC or DECB, which equivalent could be 8,000 DEC, you are getting 10,000 DEC worth of value from the time crystals, and then another 15,000 worth of value with the grain tokens. Like oh shoot, like these things are no brainers. All right, hold on, let me catch up with where we were at. Unfortunately, I missed your land plot claim. What region tracked? We are sorry, Johnny, we missed out. We are in tracked area 51 at track 3, and I'm 46 through 48. Splinter Forge is doing fine. Lots of consistent upgrades and changes. Awesome, that's good to hear. I got another Rooney. My bid of 0.4 ETH worked. Nice. Rooney 640 is mine now. Let's go. Sorry, I was behind a few minutes. I'm going for Vruz. Oh, 900 total. Gotcha. Okay. All good. Oh, yeah. I want to save the building upgrade for later and not use it right away. I want to save for building the Arcanum item creation building. Wait, do we know what kind of buildings there's going to be? What kind of alpha are you getting gathering the magic? All right. See you in a little bit, Wilson. Not 15 million PP. Then it looks like the time crystal is designed to clear your plot. Well, it's designed to clear your plot on day 1, 100%. And that's why I was saying it was worthwhile. But now you also get to start with 15,000 grain, which is essentially 15,000 grain is worth 1.5 million PP, right? Why am I struggling with the math here? But to me, it's a no-brainer. So that just says I need to go and get more DECB. But here's the tough thing. I'm feeling the crunch. I'm feeling the crunch of the fact that I'm holding on to vouchers now because I want to get my Vruz. So I need to convert. I probably need to sell some SPS, honestly, or some cards. So we still got 1.2 billion left. But you think about where what's that called? You think about the fact that people are going to be spending, I guess 500,000, maybe 600,000 vouchers on Vruz. There's supposedly another promo card that's in the works too, and that should be coming probably on the heels of this, maybe early next month. So I don't know. I mean, the thing is, there's still a crap ton of vouchers on there out in the ecosystem. So ultimately, and I don't even know how to calculate how many vouchers are in the mix, because this thing is just so messy now. It's not as simple as you take the balance minus the null, because some of this stuff is being double counted. Oh, wait, maybe it could be as easy as just taking out the validator bridge. No, that wouldn't do it. Like, shoot, there's so many vouchers here. Like, I want to know if you're holding a voucher on the SPS chain, like basically like for like Nintendoggy, for example, they're holding 50,000 vouchers. Is that on the SPS chain or is that in game? You know what I mean? I'm assuming it's actually SPS chain, but I don't know. Because then what's counting like your in-game, for example? I don't know if there's any whales here, but anybody that has more than 3,100 vouchers, I would love to know where you're holding the vouchers and if you show up on here. Okay, hold on, let me catch up on chat. Do we need to deep dive into the third starter package to find all? Maybe, Vincent. I've missed a lot. Actually, they also added a lot from the original starter package thing, the starter package post and proposal. So, yes, still got the lights from last night. They were not on all night, but thought we'd keep the party going here. Happy birthday, Keys. Sell cards. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. But it's like, what do I sell? Each plot will be able to produce 3 to 4 different buildings. You pick one. Most will have the Arcanium. Item creation building. Want to know what Scriptorium does? Storage. Wait, what? Where are you getting these from? Do you think that there's a better saving on DECB by using vouchers? Yeah, right now, what is it? Is it like 12 cents? If vouchers stay below 12 cents or something like that, then it's cheaper. It's cheaper to, like, let's say you have DEC, for example, or whatever other asset. It is cheaper to buy vouchers if they're under 12 cents and then go and redeem them for DECB. But somebody please correct me on the math if that's incorrect. Ola International Travel Channel. Good to see you here. If you mean selling vouchers for DECB. Rift Watchers are here. I'm trying to check Discord PM regarding tower defense. My messages aren't going through because I cannot type a web address. Okay, hold on. Let me check Discord again. Come on, Discord. Close out and reopen. Maybe that'll do the trick. You know, my first comment didn't show up on stream. Oh, yeah, it worked. Tower Defense Beta is live now. Oh, soulkeep.splinterlands.com. All right, let's go. It might be going down though for maintenance. Or you say don't know if it'll go. Okay. So the problem is I don't have access to it. Soulkeep. I don't know who has Soulkeep. Right. Soulkeep.splinterlands.com. Oh, sweet. Wait, why do you need a username? Oh, you can just log in with a keychain. But I don't have enough. I only bought like 25 packs. But I am holding 500 because I thought that I'd be able to sneak in through the back door. That didn't work out so well. All right, let's try logging in. All right, hold on. Let me just remove this just in case there's any funny business that happens. Log in with keychain. Confirm. Okay. Start. Wait, can we play it? What? Yo! Oh my god, are we in? We're here. Okay, hold on. This music is like too loud for me. But I want some of it. Hold on, give me a second. Yo, we're in. Wait, I don't know how this is working. But it began with I'm so sorry. Oh, Lee Warner, by the way. Oh my. Okay, hold on. All right, we're just gonna rush through this because I don't know if it's gonna go down for maintenance, and I just want to give it a try. And I may not have access once this actually goes live. Oh, I'm grayed out now. I don't know if this is a maintenance issue or is this I don't have enough packs issue. But it's all grayed out. Oh wait, it's grayed out, but I can still do stuff. Screw it. We're gonna test this out. Oh, but why does it look so weird? Okay. Each tower costs mana, so spend it wisely. Each fiend you kill earn more mana. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm not reading the instructions at all. Okay, so let's put that there. And outside, a new fiend. Bring. Take him out. Oh, I think my stream is probably freezing. I handle it. I'm gonna have to get a new computer. All right, I just closed out of it. Well, you can go try logging in right now. My computer can't handle my poor old laptop cannot handle doing that at the same time as streaming. So apologies, but it is available. I was in there. In fact, let me see if I can go. Sophie.spelllands.com on my actual gaming computer. Let's see if this works. I mean, we're in. That's crazy. Yeah, this might be the only time. So, all right, holding my vouchers in game says I'm 381. Look at your name, AfterSound Gaming. If it's on SPS Chain. Wait, what do you mean? Look at my name. Voucher hype. What's the difference between holding vouchers in game or in SPS Chain? I mean, right now, nothing outside of the fact that if you want to spend your vouchers on anything, you need them in game, Diego. SPS Chain is just going to be like a separate wallet for you there that will exist outside of like Splinterland servers at some point, which will probably be good. And it shows there. So Brandon's holding 8K on Hive Engine. Wait, Brandon though, 5K sold 3K. Okay, but hold on. Can you move the 5K? Are you using anything right now? Can you move the 5K over into in game? Actually, I want to see in game or in our SPS chain, because you will move into this. 5K is enough to get into the top 200, so we can see. Sorry to make you spend your resource credits. Vouchers are currently pegged to DECB, but I think vouchers will go higher because of utility. Indeed. I mean, as long as we start to get more utility with guilds and stuff too. Can you share the link? Yeah, it was soulkeep.splinterlands.com. So hopefully you can... Yeah, sorry, Brandon. I was trying to get your message earlier. I just didn't realize I needed to restart my I think in-game vouchers is not shown on PM nor on Hive Engine. Okay, so hold on. Just move them over to where though? Did you move them in-game or on Hive Engine? Oh shoot! Come on, of course timing. All right, I'm gonna guess. And Druids, what's going on, man? Good to have you here. I'm going to guess that vouchers now 59 in-game, 5,000 SPS chain. And now I can't see anything. Well, thank you for trying. Oh wait. Voucher. Oh, we already had one open. 5,000. V. Okay, so now we know that you have 5,004 on the SPS chain. Okay, so this is pulling from the SPS chain. This is going to be really important. So now I think we can get a good idea because SPS chain, here's how many vouchers we have. This is my best guess. This is counting what's on SPS chain, right? So if it's an individual game name, it is counting it from SPS chain. If it is on Hive Engine, right, it's not going to show on your individual name. It's going to show on SL Hive. So there's currently 2.1 million on Hive. That includes liquidity pools. And then validator bridge is the bridge in which we have stuff that has been sent from either Hive Engine or SPS chain to the in-game. Like this is the in-game wallet. So currently, well, actually, here's the thing. Currently, there are 2.8 million vouchers that are sitting in the bridge, which technically means there's 2.8 million sitting in the game. But of those 2.8 million, my guess is we've burned 145,000, which seems so small. 145,000 times 200 is only 29 million? Is that right? So of all of the DECB that's been bought, and there's been like 700 million bought, most of that was from DEC and not from vouchers? Is that what I'm getting at here? This null is, unless I'm not doing the math right, 145,000 times 200 DECB, right, for each thing is 29 million. I don't know. I'm lost. I mean, the numbers just don't make sense. All right. So the other day it went over. So I sold 200 vouchers, bought DEC and burned it. Nice. Try logging in. Yep. In-game vouchers are not shown. Okay. Thanks, Druids. Back to work. Later, IC flow. Wait, how I just tried and got an error? I don't know. I mean, I am holding 500 packs. So if that means anything. Just move them over. Yeah, it's close for me, not enough packs. Wait, so if you can do it just by buying packs off the secondary, then that is kind of against what they said. But I'm playing it on my... I'm playing it on the other computer now. New fiend detected. Toxic fiend. All right, let's go. Let's fight him. The graphics look way better on this computer, so just FYI. Soul Keep still working. Let's go. Yeah, I'm still playing it on the other side here. I just started a wave. Can we buy Vruz after maintenance? Yes, that is my understanding. The snapshot will be taken right now, and then it'll be available. There's no rush, but you will have a week to go in and grab it. So maintenance, well, when survey, I believe is coming next week in roughly 7 days from now. Exactly 7 days. I haven't touched my vouchers for DECB. I feel they are more valuable than that. Yep. Would be nice. Jobby Santos, what's going on? Stream on the other. I can't switch to that now. That'd be awesome if I could. Hold on. I want to see if I can share, because this is how I record stuff. Chrome tab, window. No. I'd have to find a way to present this onto there through the video card or the capture card. That might actually be better. I should figure that out for the future. Because then I can do all the game stuff here. And then I don't have to worry about all that other mess. But for now, we're just going to have to stay on one device. If you can play with it, probably shouldn't say anything. It's too late. I mean, somebody's going to find out. Somebody's going to be upset. So we'll probably lose access. But it's cool while it lasted. Wave defeated. So I'm looking at a wave defeated. I can retreat or keep going. I'm going to keep going. Try placing some more towers. Oh, let me move this other way. Try placing some more towers. It's mainly a tutorial. Oh, now I get to place them wherever I want, not where it tells me to. Got these frog fiends. Yeah, there'll be time to dive into this. You couldn't join, prompted you to get packs. Oh man. Yeah, see, Alex is upset already. That's what I'm talking about. Outrage culture. Aaron, so I'm curious if that retreat or keep going is the double or nothing. Yeah, I believe so. Obviously, there's no rewards right now, but I love the idea of like, give it another shot. Let's go. You know, to me, that's going to be super fun when it comes out. Am I excited about Vruz? I am. I am excited. I don't know. It's just cool. Like, it came from a SPS proposal. You know, team did a fantastic job with the lore, artwork, and all that. It's a fun card in my opinion. It's dragon, so I don't know how much I'm gonna actually use it, but I do like to play dragon a lot in diamond. Mainly because Quicks and Lux are the only maxed summoners that I have. No, sorry, that's a lie. I do have some other max summoners, but none of my rare summoners are maxed. So if I'm looking for something lower mana, I tend to play Lux or Dragon. I just tried to log into Soul Keep, but I thought it said Soul Creep for a second. But that creepy hand came up, and I was like, nah, fam. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. We'll see. You might just need to buy packs. But, I mean, I don't want to tell you to go buy them off the secondary market. Because that loophole is probably going to get closed. But, you know. I enjoyed it while it lasted. I mean, it's still going. I can still keep going. I keep beating these waves. All right, so I'm going to keep going. Waves 4. I'm on wave 4 out of 5. I'm just going to hit start and let it do its thing. There's green towers and there's yellow towers. Well, Stever, this is the interesting thing. Yeah, it is confusing if you had to just have 500 need for the store. Well, they said yesterday you need to have bought it from the store. My guess is that when the code was actually put in, this maybe wasn't communicated to whoever needed to be communicated. I don't know. Oh, this is so frustrating when the tower shoots the one that's not close to the exit point. And then it's like, you just need one more shot. Just take the shot. Why are you shooting the dude that you have more time to shoot later? Oh, it's so frustrating. Well, you can already tell I'm going to rage on this game. All right, so there's a gloom owl, and then there's a gloom tower, which is an owl tower, and then a tarantula tower. Get ready for the final wave. All right, I'm just going to finish the final wave. So I'm doing wave 5 out of 5. We'll see what happens. Oh, so my mana's at the top. I got 10 health. Record it? Well, if I wasn't live right now, I would definitely record it. Is it a loophole? I thought Matt said it does check to see if the account has 500. I don't know, and I'm not going to jump off stream just to go record something. I'll have more fun with you guys here. But I just want to beat these 5 waves because it says wave 5 out of 5. So I want to see what happens afterwards. Oh my God, I'm getting mauled. Oh no, don't let him through. Bro, you keep shooting the ones that are far away. Not cool. Oh, I like these big green towers. The tarantula towers are awesome. They do a little they do group damage or splash damage. Sweet. All right, well, we made it through. 5 out of 5. And we'll just see what happens. You did it. You saved the gates and collected fiend souls. Amazing. Oh, so now I can go to level 2. And level 2 will probably have 5 waves. Or however many waves. There's a total of 6 levels. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to not touch it and leave it up. And then hopefully by the time I'm done here, I'll be able to record a little bit. Yeah, Matt did say in the town hall, it should be if you have 500, you can play. Yeah, that. I like that. What's the new hype? What packs are we buying? Nothing right now. I mean, if you want, you can get tower defense packs because the beta is going live. I mean, beta is actually live right now, but I think it's going to be integrated with the website soon. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to explore, look at the dashboard a little bit. We're seeing a nice reduction in the overall battles. Is the market open? Actually, I don't think so. So we have 4 common cards. These things are back under 2 cents, which is not surprising. I feel like people just front run. Like you get the news and then you think you're going to front run someone and then the prices just come back down. So the best thing to do is front run. But then I was talking about it in my 5 biggest takeaways earlier this morning. Essentially that it's like, well, when you try to front run, you end up in situations where people buy a bunch of summoners for land thinking that they're going to be popular on land and then they're not. So that confused me. Vruz is an airdrop or just going to be on sale on the market? It is an airdrop. Okay, so Jobby, basically the way it's going to go is there's a snapshot being taken right now during today's maintenance. When that snapshot is done, based on how much SPS you have for each 1,000, you are able to go and buy or redeem, not buy, but redeem 1 BCX for 1 voucher. Now, once you redeem it for 1 voucher, then you can sell it on the market if you want, but it won't be available on sale until somebody redeems it with a voucher and then places it on the market. You guys look like the Brady Bunch. That was fun, man. I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting Brantok. That was nice to have Brantok on there. I wasn't expecting Dwayne either. So I knew. I talked to Walking Keys, and then I talked to Darkest Night. So I knew they were going to be there, but ended up being a ton of fun. Not front run the front. Both. You win some, you lose some. Having summoners is never a bad thing. I agree. I mean, summoners I think are still going to get decent. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I would like to think that they would get decent rental value, but I don't know. I'm going to get my 1 BCX of Vruz. Let's go. Jobby Santos, no problem. I feel like you were just live. Yeah, I am still not 100%. Thankfully, I woke up and I'm not like sneezing all over the place. So I figured I would jump in live. I was like, last night I was just like, I may just like sleep until noon just to like kick this thing. But I was like, you know what? Let's jump in. And then I was like, oh, did I go too early? Because I wanna hang out after maintenance. But then again, I'm not gonna claim my Vruz right away. Nor am I going to, well, maybe we'll do the tower defense beta stuff, but we can do that beforehand. So what's the other thing? Oh, I want to see the energy capture rate, or just energy now, and see what that's like. But I don't know how long they're going to be down for. But at least we still have peak monsters right now. And actually, let's go to top holders again. DEC. We've now had 221 million DEC burned. Yeah, something's not adding up here. That null on the voucher side of things doesn't seem correct. Because there's no way that we've only burned 145,000 vouchers. I mean, people are buying somebody bought like 6,000 Rift Watcher packs. It really irks me. Just the data, the lack of data integrity in this ecosystem really irks me. Because it's like, it's such a red flag that any other project, I would be like, hell no, I'm out. There's no way I'm going to hold any kind of assets in here. Yet I'm emotionally connected to this, where it's just like, I think the team is like, and it's like, again, I'm not saying that it's anything nefarious, but it's just, it bothers me so much. And I don't know how we get to a better place, but I feel like we need to get to a better place. Because this is just a mess. Both DEC and vouchers counting the null wallet, like, that seems like it should easily be removed. And then the validator bridge and this third kind of location, or second layer chain being included here. Ugh. You should run to get it out. Maybe. The weather's finally warming up, so it's not a bad idea. Good for you solving chaos. Wait, how long does it take for new energy to fill? I believe it's once per hour. So every 24 hours, you get 24 energy. What's up, Red Ted? Yeah, we just jumped into it. It's not this computer that I'm streaming from doesn't like it, but I was playing a little bit on my other one. It's pretty cool. It's very basic, but it works. And that's the important thing, because you just want it to work. And then you can build it up from there. But there's going to be a market, Fiend Souls. Ooh. My defenses, open packs. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so let's actually can we get the DEC, do a little bit of a DEC health check. I've been wanting to do that for a bit. So 633. Nope, that's not what I wanted. But we also have, all right, 6334. All right, so 6.3 billion, but we've burned 221 million. So this is actually 6.1. We're finally below where we are when we randomly found that 160 million DEC. Oops. It only took a bunch of DECB to do that. It could get really interesting though. first within the next couple of weeks, and then within the next couple of months. Because if this surveying thing ends up being something that you just gotta do, like sooner the better. We should eat through a ton. Now, I don't think all of them, I don't think all land plots are going to bother with the starter packages. I mean, not even close to all lands, but I'm trying to wonder how many of them will actually utilize at least like building in a box or something. It's gonna be a slow rollout. Like, it's funny because like I've said it. I know the team said it where they're just like, yeah, land is, or starter packages is a 4.5 billion DEC sink. Well, again, having sinks doesn't mean that the demand is quite there. Like, in fact, we know that the demand is not going to be there fully. So that 4.5 billion is a little bit too rosy of a number to throw out there. But you can't deny the fact that DEC is, I mean, we're sticking around that 800 Splintoshi range. All right, give me 1 second here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to see if I can log in somewhere. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. I was getting distracted with some messages. Red Ted, seriously want to know how SPL card staking is going to work. I have a feeling that stuff hasn't even been decided yet or determined. I think they just want to get a working beta of the game up and then maybe start having conversations about how the economy stuff's going to go. Again, because like Matt, and he may have had the conversations already, right? But I feel like he's just been so knee deep in land stuff, land phase 1.5, that like now we finally have a working beta, a working game for tower defense. So it's like, okay, well, the game is here, right? Do the beta while while it's in closed beta. Now we start refining how the actual economy of the things are going to go. But one of the toughest things was the fact that like on the roadmap, they did not even have the launch of tower defense, which makes me worry that it's not going to come out until Q3. But if you think about it, if you go back to their initial post for tower defense, they're going to stop selling packs in July. Like packs will sell until I think July 1st. And they didn't say burn. They specifically said not burn, but they will be removed from the store. In fact, I don't know if we could find that. There's no easy way to search on PeakD, right? Or High Blog. Blog. Or like filter by date. Whoa. Because I'd love to go back there. Damn, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of scrolling. But I think it was in September of last year. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 6-ish months. Wow, 6 months goes by like that. All right, here's a tower defense dev diary in October. Oh, that'd be fun to go back and read. Oh, here you go. Now we're in September. Welcome to Splinterlands Tower Defense, 6 months ago. I wish I had actual dates here. So here you go, pack sale. Pre-sale, general sale, cost will be $8. So the pre-sale will be limited to 250,000 packs. I think it's 2 million total packs, right? Yep. And it's planned to start on September 20th. It will end either when it's sold out or when the date reaches October 18th. And then general sale. Vouchers can be used. Okay, so the packs will remain available for sale until July 1st, 2023, at which time any remaining unsold packs will be removed from sale. All right, so I was close. Removed. I was going to say removed from the market, but just removed from sale. So they're not going to burn them. So there might be a lot of promo stuff that happens. But to me, like when I saw the July 1st thing, I was like, there's no way that they're going to release the actual game after that, right? But now I get worried. Because it wasn't on roadmap, but we'll see. But you know what's funny is I said the same thing. I said the same thing about Genesis League 2. I'm just like, there's no way they like launch the game after the start of the season, but here we are. Game development takes time, guys. There's always going to be delays. It's like any other creative endeavor. I feel like the only, and this isn't even perfect, but the only like, it's like movie studios tend to get it right. And I know there's still like delays when it comes to like a lot of movies, but more often than not, like they'll set a date well in advance and just be like, yep, the movie's going to come out in like May of 2025. And then for the most part, they hit it. I feel like they have a really solid track record of hitting it. The only things that get moved around are like stuff where there's like studio, not mismanagement, but like just issues at the studio. Like all the DC movies that kept getting bundled around. All right, so the energy refill is OP. You think so? I don't want to pay 150 DEC for each match in Diamond. That just doesn't make sense to me, but maybe that's just me. How much do you think First Mover Advantage is going to give you? And is the moneymaker going to be the cards you produce or the resources? Are you talking about land? I think it's going to be just like every I think it's going to be just like every other asset out there. Like there's going to be so much scarcity at first, and therefore the yields will be ridiculously high. And then as more people get in, more resources, more PP, right? Then the value will get lower because there'll just be more supply. It'll even out demand. I mean, you look at SPS staking, if you guys remember, I mean, I wasn't even around then, but SPS staking when it first came out, like 800% APR or something stupid like that, right? GLX, when that came out, it was like over 1,000% APR. So this isn't necessarily the same because it has more free market dynamics, supply and demand dynamics. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like how many people are going to want or need grain? How many people are going to want like SPS? And you have a 6.2 million SPS pool that's going to be given out that's being given out to everybody right now. It's just being split between, you know, almost 150,000 land plots versus when the first lands come online and start earning. Well, you know, I don't know what 6.25 million divided by 365 or divided by 30 days is, but like whoever has their land ready to go and is mining SPS with a ton of PP on the first day, they're going to get a huge chunk of that amount. So, and then it'll like, as more people come online, as more people like this, to me is why the time crystals are super important, because that could be an easy play to get way more SPS on the front end. But will it be worth it? I have no idea. Do you think the bots will just play all their games at the same time as each other in an off-peak slow period and win trade? I mean, they might. Oh, actually, I've been wanting to make a video on this, so expect this sometime soon. But I've been playing the AfterSound Nifty account, right? I'm doing the series with Nifty Arcade. And one of the things that's really frustrating in bronze right now is fighting against these bots that are using untamed cards. They're using the untamed starter cards. And so I'm getting beaten, right? I'm not a great player, so I'm not trying to say like I should be beating them, but like I'm getting beaten by cards that aren't necessarily in the meta, and like hundreds or thousands of accounts shouldn't have access to these cards, right? Like Shield Bearer or Unicorn Mustang, like they shouldn't have access to these accounts or to these cards because they're not renting them or paying for them or whatever the case is. But they don't care about the earnings. They're all just, going up the ratings and leaderboards. So it sucks for me, like as a casual player, right? I'm trying to have that new player experience where I'm going in and I'm losing a bunch of battles, even though sometimes I'll have again, it feels like I'll have leveled up cards, or my strategy solid, but then I don't account for the fact that like, oh, I'm fighting somebody in bronze that's going to use all these, untamed starter cards, which again, should I be able to beat? Yeah, probably. But it bothers me in the sense that like you have accounts that are kind of abusing the system because they don't care about earnings. So therefore they're using cards that shouldn't necessarily be accessible to them. So one of my thoughts here is we should, there's been talks about like removing starter cards, and like I don't think that that's the best way to go. Like I don't think you should just remove them completely, but there should potentially be a timer similar to how you have what's that called, the timers for Nifty Arcade, right? Like I'm fighting these bots that were created in September of 2021, and I keep going and checking, like they have nothing in there. There's like maybe like 3 or 4 of these older cards, or sorry, not older cards, but the reward cards. So they have like barely any power, but for them, it doesn't matter. They're just going to rise up and grind in bronze. They have enough power to like play in bronze. That's it. So my 2 solutions would be, 1, put in a timer, right? For like for each account, where it's just like after 30 days, after 60 days, you lose access to the starter cards. Or I think starter cards should only be for the current or most recent modern set. So it's like, especially when it comes to something like Untamed, I mean, some of those cards are phenomenal, even at level 1. So I'm just like, well, Untamed cards really shouldn't be part of the starter meta, right? If you're coming in, just play with the starter Chaos Agent cards. There's more than enough for you to play with there. So I think the extra utility of SPL cards in another game is groundbreaking. What other games do that? Sure, I agree. They probably don't know yet. No, I think it's going to be awesome too, man. I am really, really excited. I mean, it's already happened with Splinter Forge. Although the thing with Splinter Forge is that it's not a true like use case, because it's taking a snapshot of like whatever you have. Whereas like with Soul Keep, that is going to be very much using the actual assets. Like if you put the card in Soul Keep, you cannot use the card anywhere else. Whereas like somebody, people are able to double dip now with Splinter Forge. They can go in and rent a kitty, and they get the benefit of kitty both in Splinter Forge and in Splinterlands, which is fine. I mean, again, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but Soul Keep is just going to be different in nature. And hopefully every other game that they add in the future within the Splinterlands kind of lore will be able to utilize that as well, so we can feel the asset scarcity. Never been on a production set. I've been buying TD packs as they seem pretty good value versus the SPS rewards. Yeah, I think they give like 30-ish% APR return. Again, that's going to go down as more packs get bought, but you get a decent reward for holding packs. But again, sorry, that 30% is only if you're buying off the secondary market, which may not get you the TD stuff. Agree, we take these little accomplishments for granted. It's groundbreaking stuff. It's an exciting space to be in, for sure. What's up, Shopboy? Here you go, SPL. Have lots of firsts, in my opinion, still ahead of the Web3 gaming space. So I'm given running Ethereum, walk on wax, working through economy problems. Yeah, no, I agree, man. There's definitely a lot of cool things happening here, and I think we're through the worst of it. I think the second half of last year we saw the market definitely hit a bottom. Is it the full bottom for the cycle? I don't know. And that's not to say that we're going to go up only from here, but we definitely hit a bottom, and we saw the team had to downsize and kind of get more laser focused. Which, over Q1, I've said it repeatedly. Like they've delivered on everything that they've been saying that they will. So it gives me a lot of confidence for Q2 and onwards. Elistio, so good to see you here. How are you? Another way to handle starter cards would be to have the starter set that only comes from a spell book. Sorry, Chris, what do you mean by that? Ghoulish is saying, don't you think alpha cards get too much of a benefit in comparison with other sets? And we all know who owns those cards in regards to land. No, I wasn't. I mean, I don't own any alpha, or I don't own significant alpha. I have a card here or two that was given to me, but I don't find that to be the case. They need to give utility for these alpha cards and beta cards and any older cards, because otherwise, it's like, why would you invest in a set? Like, if anything, like now, once you've seen Untamed cards fall in value, it's like, wouldn't you just go and then just sell all of your Chaos Legion cards right before Rebellion comes out, or maybe the set after Rebellion comes out? So I don't mind there being a bonus for alpha now, especially because it's going to push alpha out of the game itself. And sure, like, land might be a way to earn and build your business and all that, but I think the game is still where a lot, or all, not all, but a lot of the excitement is going to be, right? Building out the actual competitive nature of it. I mean, land is going to be fun, but it's going to be like an empire building game. You're not going to do esports with an empire building game, but you can do awesome esports competitions, tournaments with the card playing game. Yes, alphas do get big bonus, but there aren't many of them. True. Oh, Brandon, I would love it. You got some pre-alpha? What you got? Who wants summoners to get bonus on land plots? Watch for a pre-proposal later today. All right. Well, all the people are complaining. You finally have something to go and put your money where your mouth is. Agreed. You need to make sure older cards retain their value in order to have a sustainable economy. Yeah. I mean, here's what I'm thinking, right? Like, it's not that alpha cards should be something that like we're all trying to go and buy. But it's like, if you have the cards, go ahead and use them on land. Sure, they're like, I would, again, I think that alpha and beta tournaments get a little too much of the pie, in my opinion. So it's like, well, if they can reduce that pie and give alpha, beta cards more use case on land, that will be awesome. Because it's just like, the competitive nature of the game is expanding, the competitive nature of the game is growing. There's more expansions coming out, and what you don't want is to have only a majority of the rewards going to like all these older sets. So like that should start scaling down as more and more sets come out, while the team finds other ways to give value, right? So it's like these alpha beta tournaments, like they shouldn't be paying out thousands of dollars. That should start now going to getting more people who have a silver level chaos deck into tournaments, right? But you help those alpha beta owners by saying like, hey, you're going to get a bunch of benefits on this new game, right? Game within a game that we have coming out, something like land. And who knows what they'll launch in the future, but I would hope that they continue to do certain things like that, where it's like, let's scale out certain things so that the expansion makes sense. And then we will, find ways to give other utility to the older cards. It also helps with power creep, in my opinion, because it's just like, I think the power creep is going to get insane. So, there's definitely some meta older cards, but a majority of them are probably just going to get, powered out essentially. So if you find utility for them, they still retain their value. People don't feel the need to dump them on the market, because it's like, all right, land's coming out, and then we have Moonland, and then we have other game modes, and we have all these other things. So it's just like, find more and more ways to give them utility across a multitude of things, so that power creep within the card game itself doesn't it isn't like impacted too much. Brandon going hard. We have a council now. Oh, well, that's exciting. I don't know how I would vote about that. I'm definitely not against it, but I want to read it first. But I think that's awesome. I just love the fact that like people are upset and they feel like they were misled, and so now they're gonna put their money where their mouth is, put in a pre-proposal, and see what the community thinks. That's, to me, that there's no other game that's doing anything like that right now, which is awesome. Or at least I haven't come across one. Elysius, I'm starting to think so many cards will go on lands that I'll start to wonder if we'll have enough cards to play the game. Well, it's going to be a balance for sure, but you want to see that scarcity. You want to see that scarcity because that's going to make the asset prices rise. I wish they took alpha out of Brawl's tournaments at this point. The value is retained through land alone. Maybe, yeah. I don't know if you should remove them entirely, but brawls are different from tournaments. Tournaments, I want tournaments to be updated because it's just like, why are alpha tournaments getting like literally 80% of the rewards that go to tournaments? That just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. I would want that to change. Brawls could be different though, but because brawls are like, it's not just like going to single whatever. It makes guilds more competitive, and you need to have like a wider variety. It increases the need for it from like a team competitive level. So I don't mind that. All right, so Chris, separate from the other card sets, actual NFT playable cards that you can only get from purchasing a spellbook, possibly able to be leveled up through multiple spellbook purchases. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I was just going to say, like, a spellbook should come with a couple of NFTs, a couple of cards as NFTs. But then the problem is that those can be infinitely printed, right? Because it's like somebody can bring 10,000 bots online, and all of a sudden you've printed 10,000 copies of each of those cards. The way that they're kind of mitigating that right now is by just giving you credits. So for $10, you come in, you get $3 worth of credits that you could spend, which actually, I mean, $3 is not going to buy you everything, but it could buy you a significant amount of the starter deck. In fact, is the game back up yet or no? I mean, this will make for even more of a reason to get rid of starter cards, at least for right now. Because if we look at... Oh, no, sorry. This is not the one I want to look at. I think it'll be... set value. Boom. Look at that. Right now, you get... Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. The rares are $11. But check this out. You can buy all the commons. There's 29 common cards for $2. So you still have $1 left over to go and rent cards. And again, you know, it doesn't need to be like that. You can go and buy like one BCX. No, actually, the summoners are where it gets really expensive. But you can rent summoners, buy some monsters. I don't know. There's not going to be a clean answer to this, but I just feel like it needs to be looked at. Let's see, it's the largest of landholders. Multi-track region are facing a huge expense to deploy max cards, a stake to EC to run land. A lot of plots will have low BCX cards plowing common fields. True. What's this? When did the team say summoners would boost land? Don't remember ever hearing that. They didn't. BC. My understanding was that summoners wouldn't boost land, but they would be required. So for example, if you wanted to put monsters on your land, you would need to have a summoner that put them in. So for example, like let's say it was a land that has bonuses for life, or like a life-based land. Well, then you could put a life summoner on there and then life and neutral monsters. That's kind of how I was thinking through. But there was never a summoners get a bonus. It was summoners would be required on land. And sure, you can say that no matter which way you look at it, you draw the same conclusion of like summoners will be important on land. But there was never anything about a specific boost. Ever since the exceptional land, there were summoners would probably be needed to work the land, similar to rank play. Yep. They didn't. There's a proposal in the hands of council now, getting team feedback. As long as the majority of the council members review and agree, pre-proposal will be posted soon. Interesting. Okay. What if you have soulbound cards? Or what if they gave you soulbound cards? No, because that's starter cards. Right? I don't think it's going to work, Alex. Those are essentially just starter cards. I mean, they're not NFTs, but it's essentially just starter cards. You see, as the team did mention, many times summoners may have bonus unique effects on land. Aggie often spoke of supporting one summoner plus 5 monsters per plot. Yeah, see, that's what I remember hearing, that summoners would be required. And like, if that was the case, I would actually be screwed because I don't have leveled up. I don't even have max summoners for myself. So I'd have to go and like grab a bunch, and that's just not an expense I'm willing to make. But I can go buy a bunch of like common monsters and level them up. So glad we can do proposal, although I do think summoners already have good value in the game. Well, that's the same conclusion that the team came to, right? Like, in order to play the game, summoners are required, so therefore they have a lot of utility in that way. So let me put it this way. I would not vote for summoners to be required, because that's just like a major change from what was just posted. And I know that's fine, like all the stuff is subject to change, and I haven't made like significant purchase decisions, but I don't know, it'd just be weird to like change it where we go back to the other system 3 days or 4 days after. Sorry, we don't go back to the old system. We go to the assumed system 4 days after the white paper was actually released. If they just give summoners bonuses on land, I'd be more inclined to vote for that. BTC over 28.1K. We're getting there slowly. Yeah, I know. It's been a good couple of weeks for Bitcoin. I mean, it's been a good year for Bitcoin so far. Year to date, we're up, from 16 to 28? It's not quite 2x, but still pretty good. Summoners won't be required. All right, thanks, Brandon. We're getting some real alpha here. Hopefully we'll get a proposal to chew on by the end of the day or very soon. I do want to see how these other pre-proposals are going. I think we've covered them mostly. So the exchange one is looking good, 89%. And this one's at 76, so it's looking pretty good for now too. But I worry that, like, real whales are not bothering to vote here. They're just going to shut it down once it gets to a real proposal. But I don't know. I think both of these are really important to pass, in my opinion. I think the on-ramp, off-ramps should exist for SPS. And I do believe that land should be utilized, or worked in order to get that SPS. Maybe make summoners a power source. I kind of agree with BC. I don't think they would devalue Rooney, because that'd be taking quite a bit. I wonder if they could get you a discount on the power source, for example. So like, if we were to use a summoner, then but then that doesn't really work, because people are just going to buy the power source no matter what. You know what they could do is they could make it so that summoners are less DEC to stake, like maybe a couple of percentage points, maybe even like 50%. So like a max summoner would only be like 50 DEC, sorry, 5,000 DEC versus the 10,000 DEC. Like, it's little bonuses like that I think, I don't know if people would be happy with that, but it would provide something where it's just like, okay, well, this card now has more value than a Pelacor Bandit, right? Or a Venari Heatsmith. The thing is, here's the problem, is just like, it already has way more value. Like, a General Sloan has way more value than a Venari Heatsmith. It's just, when you're looking at land, that value doesn't translate over there. But in every other facet of the game, renting the card, using the card, the value of the card, it's definitely higher. So less DEC to stake would be fine with me. I like, in terms of like other bonuses, I feel like PP is already super complicated as it is. And then you already have like certain additions providing, 2x, 5x, 10x bonuses. So it's just like, just reduce the amount of stake. That's $5, right? $5 per summoner, essentially, because it's 5,000 DEC. So that takes away your opportunity cost. Or yeah, it reduces your opportunity cost. I think max clear summoners have more value in game, so there's no reason. Yeah, that's the same thing that, I agree with him. I think the problem is people just, we get to be too like siloed, and it's just like, oh my god, like land, like, summoners have no benefits, nothing, they're worth nothing. Well, it's just like, it's a broader ecosystem, and I think that's the way Matt's looking at it. But it seems like he's very involved with Brandon and the council, so hopefully he's able to kind of give that guidance and satisfy some of the angst and that people are feeling about summoners not getting anything. Less DC to stake is a good one. Yeah, well, thanks. Sometimes I have good ideas. Usually not, but sometimes. Just use summoners for other land mechanics like arenas or boss fights. So that's another thing too. If we know that there's going to be certain things in the future, right? Like land phase 2, then it's like, don't change the white paper 4 days after it comes out. Just build it in to land phase 2, and we'll get that hopefully in 6 to 9 months. Or less DEC for staking other monsters would be good too. Shave off 10% of other monsters on the plot. That's not a bad idea. Yes, Yaba's involved. Good to know. All right. Let's be honest. I would rather keep my gold max level Lily to play with or rent for 800 DEC per day versus wasting on. Lily is probably not going to ever go on land unless, I don't know, there was some crazy benefit, but boom, boom, boom. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just checking some notifications here. Banking crisis is trending on Twitter. That's never a good sign. Okay. And we're back. I probably will not be able to make it to the end of maintenance. So we'll see. I don't think game is back up online. Let's refresh. Hard refresh. Yep, still down. What up, Alman? Yeah, Area 51. Let's go. You love the bearish take on summoners? Bottom max gold foil Fernheart for 250. Yeah, again, I understand where people are coming from with the whole summoner thing. Because, again, I was of the same mindset. It's just I only had 2 plots, so I never was like, oh, I'm going to kill it in the land game. I was just like, I'm going to participate, and that's fine. But, I don't know. It can go either way. So I'm curious to see what concessions Yabo will agree to when it comes down to it. The economy is effed. Llama farm in the mountains approved for the win. Man, Alex, I gotta say, that doesn't sound too bad right now. I'm in Texas, and it's like, man, I want to get some land here, and I want to get some chickens. People were talking about this on map chat last night, and I was like, oh yeah, man, I should just get like a little chicken coop, get some eggs per day. One of my cousins doesn't live in Texas, lives in another part of the US, but they started off with like a small chicken coop, and now they have like a full-on farm, and it's just like it's awesome to see. I know it's a lot of work and all that, but it's like I am so far. I believe in the ability to be self-sufficient. To me, as I've gotten like older and I've started to recognize certain things within the world. Again, I'm not saying that bad things are happening, nor do I want bad things to happen. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I want to be competent and self-sufficient in many ways. So I don't know. I think about these things. I haven't done them, but definitely think about them. Brandon, do you have chickens and goats? Maybe an alpaca? You know, it'd be great though. I feel like a lot of people in this community are like have these kinds of things. So I feel like I'd be able to reach out and just be like, hey, what do I gotta, I mean, I can also go on like Google, right? But oh man, it really makes me want to get just some land like out there in the middle of nowhere. Actually, you know where I want to move to now? Wyoming. I know, so random, right? But like Utah, Wyoming, all these places that are like super crypto friendly. I'm just like, yeah, man. I mean, Texas is actually somewhat crypto friendly too, but it's like I feel like we're gonna go down a very winding road. I don't want to say scary, but a winding road with crypto in general. It's like, I don't know, some of these states that are like crypto friendly make way more sense to me. Ducks make more eggs for longer? All right. I've been following land since the start and was never under the impression summoners were needed. Interesting. All right. So see, Daniel has a different impression. Everybody's different. So again, that's why there's no like they were right and they were wrong type of situation. Ducks are messy. All right. Good to know. We tried ducks and guineas. We're back to just chickens. All right. Oh, Icy Flow, you got some chickens too? Oh my gosh. All right. I need to get some chickens now. Where am I going to put them? I live in an apartment. All right. I guess this is my goal. This will be my like 24-month goal. Find a place to get some chickens. You could say the same about monster cards. I had bought 5 gold max level cards for each of my plots. We started in the 14 different bonus. Might make them useless. Yep. See, that's kind of why I haven't bought anything, because I'm like, it's not that I knew. I wanted to wait until I knew what I had, right? Because I only have a couple plots of land. I want to maximize them to the best of my ability. So it's like I didn't want to buy cards neutral or whatever, because I'm like, well, I didn't know what the bonuses are, but it's like I went as far as thinking like maybe like a swamp would only require death monsters, right? And it's like, what am I going to do if I buy a bunch of Venari Heatsmiths just because they're the cheapest? So I don't know. I waited. I know some other people didn't wait, but that's what I was saying in my video this morning. I'm like, that's the risk. Like if you're going to speculate, that's fine, but then you have to kind of take a little bit of accountability and responsibility for the fact that you speculated and you speculated wrong. That's all. Shopboy, my grandpa has a big farm, so I have an option to look into being self-sufficient in the future. Nice. Well, being able to learn from someone is awesome. I mean, you might even get some animals, some starter animals. It's a lot more difficult than it seems to develop raw land. I don't want to develop land. Like, I don't want to farm. I want like, I mean, chickens are cool. I don't know what should be my raw land. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. What are we even talking about here? This has nothing to do with crypto, but I love it. But I was just saying, for people who came to the stream late, I was just talking about how like we meander through a bunch of random topics, and it's literally like my favorite thing to do because you guys are just super fun to chat with. So Brandon, we get 12 eggs most days, man. Living some luxury right there, huh? And yes, we have chickens and goats. One of our does, I'm assuming goats, is the DEC goat purchased within an hour of selling DEC. Wow, that's amazing. Bulldog and his crew are salty because they probably try to have a monopoly on summoners. Yeah, well, you know, like I respect Bulldog's opinion. I don't always agree with it. You know, I think he genuinely has a lot of phenomenal ideas for like moving the game forward. I don't think that he was listened to as much as he should have been when he was on the team. But you know, again, like this is something that I don't necessarily agree with him on. What's up, Virus? Good to see you. Can I borrow some sugar? Wait, Virus, what plot are you in again? Wait, hold hold on. I think you're close by, right? Oh, here, now I can see your message again. So for what you saw, 5 for 51.3, Vilson, Charles, Darren, Icy Flow, Dom Ever, Butters. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Darkest Night's in there too. Urban Ranching. Chickens are not meant to be grown in an apartment. No, I'm not gonna get. Okay, relax. I'm not gonna get chickens in here. That would be terrible. No, I don't believe in any kind of animal cruelty. So I would want a nice place where they could live their lives. They aren't meant to be in complete darkness. Yeah, I agree. Make it your plan to move into a farm if you want to raise chickens, AfterSound. I think I will. I think I really want to. Again, this is not going to happen now, and I'm still on lease, but it's just like, I don't know. DEC goat for the win. I want a cow for meat. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of beef, so. Well, this dream is growing a little too big now. Chickens and cows. Bots play the game and everyone just farm in the land plot. No, I think I'll still be playing the game. Oh, Virus, you got 60 to 69. Alex is gonna love that. Brandon saying doesn't need a lot of land or farm. We have 0.75 acres. I mean, 0.75 acres sounds gigantic to me as somebody who lives in an apartment complex. So I'll have to work my way up. They got a lot of land in Texas. Oklahoma has cheap land. Nice. Back to work. Icy Flow. All right. Oh my gosh, we're past 2 hours. So I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, Walking Keys got 69. Virus selling me 69. Oh, Walking Keys probably got 69 in region 48. Yeah. We don't advocate for that line of work here. What are we talking about? You guys should watch Clarkson's Farm before you buy a farm. Is that going to make me want to farm more or less, Vinston? What is it on, like YouTube or something? Did I miss the land claim? Yeah, we did it last night with, I mean, I live streamed here, but the main stream was over on Walking Keys and Gangs for his birthday. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm getting a call. Let me wrap up here. Call in 5. What track was that? We are in 51, Area 51, Track 3. My grandparents started a farm, and they used to have chickens, and then they used to have cows, and now they just sell Christmas trees. That's quite the change. Let's make a Farmville IRL Web3 game where AfterSound will take care of animals IRL. We can tip crypto to him to feed. I mean, hey, you know what? We can start a DAO that has, where we go out, people contribute, you buy a certain number of tokens, so therefore you have ownership of like some chickens. We'll sell the eggs, get rich off of selling eggs, and then convert that back into SPS and pay everybody out. 69 region 69 is Godland. I mean, yeah, so whoever gets that is gonna be really happy. Thanks for the stream. I'm going for that one. It was a great idea, Alicios. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Let me refresh one more time just to see, but if not, I will be live back on Thursday, and hopefully we'll do some fun stuff then. I'll try to, oh, did you see this? I mean, I know it's in maintenance, but the Soul Keep thing is here now. So that's exciting. Let's see. All right, see you later, Alicios. Brandon. Tim Cass has a YouTube channel, Chicken City. It is live streamed 24/7, and once $100 in super chats activate a chicken party. What? That's funny. Okay, I'll go check that out. Tim Cass, that's Tim Pool, right? Is there a way to rename region? Whoever is the region owner, if there's a way to rename it, I I will crowdsource whatever funds it'll take to rename it. So that'll be awesome if we can get it renamed to Area 51. Cheers all. Thanks for getting us through the chunk of maintenance. You can only click the soulbound thing. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I have a lot of stuff to go check out now. Sounds like I need to learn about some chickens. I need to see what kind of land is available here in Texas and then get my guy going. So, yeah, have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. I will actually be live tonight on Splinterlands TV. Forgot my Tuesdays are generally a lot longer. So in roughly 8.5 hours from now, I will be live on Splinterlands TV. So feel free to come by, say hello. But if not, I'll see you all on Thursday. And we'll have I'm working on the competitive stuff for April. So there should be some really cool things happening around that. So planning, kind of mapping that out. But we should have exciting stuff. Once March Madness is over, I'm going to try and get some April Madness into the mix, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. Peace.